Thank you for taking on the role of EMT student field training coach. The role of field training coach is defined by Maryland law. It requires the FTC to be familiar with the EMT curriculum and Maryland medical protocols. But most important, you will be the subject matter expert that helps the student transition from the classroom to actually running calls in the back of the ambulance. As part of their class, each EMT student will complete a field training internship. All of the information that we are about to discuss about the internship can be found on the PSTA webpage. The student will ask you to complete a field internship rotation form for each part of the internship that we are about to discuss. The BLS checkout, the ALS checkout, and one evaluation form for each call that they run with you. The following video, also available on the EMT resource page, will assist you in filling out the EMT internship rotation form.
For this video, we're going to be working on our student internship rotation forms, and there's going to be 4 of those forms. There's going to be one for ALS equipment and assist, one for ambulance and BLS checkout, one for patient assessment, and one for uploading your incident tracking form. And we're going to go over all 4 in this video. Again, to start off, you're going to be in your EMT class resource page, and we're going to click on our jot form link. Now that the page is loaded up, we're going to select our name. And for this purpose, we are an EMT student from class 182, and we're going to start off with our ambulance BLS checkout. Once this is completed, you're going to start off hopefully with a satisfactory grade, and we're going to enter some comments in there like DOT checkout, and that would be working with the driver to complete a DOT checkout, learning some of the basic maintenance and how the ambulance operates. We're going to put in complete full inventory check and demonstrate knowledge of inventory. So field training coordinator, so we'll put field coordinator as our pretend name, and we will put today's date. From there, you'll get the field training coordinator to sign the name, and you can submit. Going back to our jot form, we're going to find our name again, and we work on our second rotation, which is the ALS equipment and orientation. So again, looking for satisfactory provider, we will put paramedic trainer as the name. We're going to put the current date or the date that was completed, and we'll say it took 40 minutes, so we will put 0.75 as our length of training. And we're going to pick ALS 703. And so we'll put ALS paramedic trainer as a signature. Again, this needs to be signed by whatever ALS provider did this checkoff for you. And then we can hit submit. For our third jot form video, we're going to work on our patient assessment submissions. So we're going to find our name, again, EMT student in class 182, and we're going to go to patient assessment. If you remember from our other video for the eMEDS report, our first patient assessment was done on ambulance 732, and we had an incident number up here, and we had our incident date of November 8th. So going back to here, we're going to do ambulance 732 as our unit number, the date, and this is a field incident, so we're going to put the actual incident number in. For our field training coordinator, that's going to be whoever was the charged EMT on the ambulance. So do charge EMT. Hopefully you did a good job, get a satisfactory evaluation. And for our comments, we'll get something like good job with vitals, good patient assessment. And then we'll get our field training coordinator to sign our report. And then submit. For the final or fourth internship rotation jot form, we are going to work on our incident tracking form. So again, we're going to find our name, EMT student from class 182, and we're going to work on incident tracking form. All you have to do at this point is find your incident tracking form and submit it. So we're going to quickly go over what the incident tracking form is and how to enter a call. So going off of our initial call that we submitted the patient assessment for and also our eMEDS report, we know our date is 11-08-2023, and our incident number is going to be back here. Enter that over here. And our disposition is transported. Again, when you've completed the entire internship call tracker, we can then upload that. So if we're going to go back to our incident tracking form, we're going to rename it based on the student. So again, we are class number 182. Do our service ID, EMT, incident tracker. Now that we have it saved in the proper format, we can go back to our jot form, browse files, and we have it right there properly formatted to upload and submit. With any of the 4 jot formatations that you submit, once you complete the submission, you can then go to your class to look at your totals to see what still needs to be completed.
The student will also be required to submit a practice eMEDS report for each call that they run with you. The report is written on a student account and should not have any identifying information. The following video is on how the student will submit the practice eMEDS report.
All right, so for this video, we are going to work on our eMEDS Elite practice reports and submission. So to start, we're going to go to our EMT class resource page, and we're going to click our link here for access to Maryland eMEDS Elite. Make note of whatever the current password is. Again, this password will change, so you're going to be looking at this page here for the password. We're going to start in with our account, so EMT student, and then we are going to enter the password that is current. We're going to make sure we click never. We don't want to save this password because again it changes. And we're going to start with our privacy statement and submit yes. And from there we can start our report. So to start the report, we're going to go to incidents, and we're going to go to create new from CAD, and we're going to search a date and unit. So in this case, we're going to use ambulance 732, and let's say we did a shift from the 7th to the 8th, and we're going to look for this call right here, Sam Egg Highway and Fields Road. So that is the call that we're going to download. Okay, so now that we've gotten to our incident, we're going to fill out all the information and get our validation up to 100%. Once we've done that, you can then work on submitting the report. Okay, so you've now completed your report. We got 100% validation, so we're going to work on printing the PDF so we can submit it. So we're going to click on PDF up top on the left, and we're going to hit on Maryland Hospital Report. From there, it's going to ask us to explain the reason. So we are going to put EMT class practice report and hit OK. All right, so once it's done loading, again, you'll have your abridged report that we can submit to upload. So we're going to right-click and save as. So following the new MIMS format, we're going to use the MIMS course number followed by the date using 2 digits for the month, day, and year. So we have 20 EMT 001 for the course number, and we'll use a date of January 1st, 2020, and save. All right, so now that is done, we can then go to our jot form to finish our submission. So now we're back to our EMT class homepage. Again, we have our EMT eMEDS submission jot form here. So we're going to click that to complete the process. As stated, we're in class 182, and our name is EMT student. So we're going to do email address of emt.student@email.com as an example. Again, this is where your email address will go in. For our incident number, we're going to have to go back to our report, and we're going to have our incident number right here. So the F230015 3295. So that's our incident number. Again, we can confirm that we're doing this on the right date, 11-8. Date of internship incident, 11-8. Incident number entered, and then we're going to upload the actual PDF. So again, we have a report here, and this is open. And again, this is report number 1. You'll have to do additional reports to complete your requirements. Once it's uploaded, you hit submit, and you are good to go for this report.
Thank you again for taking on the role of EMT student field training coach. Please reach out to me with any questions.